Hi guys, have you ever been robbed and the thieves tell you to strip naked to confirm you don't have more money on you or another phone? Sit down and listen. So, when my husband finished campus, he had this big party. The family members came together. For the guy, they don't bring gifts. Normally, they give you money. So they contributed a lot of money, gave him money, and then it was a funny day. So in the evening, he decides to go out because now he's loaded. He decided to go out and enjoy himself. It was a long day. So he goes in a bar, started drinking. Remember, he has his command on the pocket. He feels like he owns the world. So he goes out, started buying drinks for the ladies. And then somehow the ladies notice, oh, this young man has money. So in the middle of the fun night, these ladies took his wallet that had all the money. And then he didn't notice. So he kept on enjoying. By the time he realized that, oh, I don't have a wallet on me, it was at 3. So he panicked. He decided to leave. But now living where he was and where he stayed that time, it was a bit different. And there's a section that is so dangerous that time in Nairobi. So he got so confused. He was like, how am I going to get home? And how am I going to pass this section that is so dangerous? So he realized if he tries to tell someone to give him money, he will not get that entire money that he needed to get home. But at least if he can get some little money to go past that place that was dangerous, he'll be safe. So he goes to the DJ, tells the DJ, man, they've stolen from me. I don't have my wallet. I don't have any money on me. And I want to go home. Can you please give me 30 bob? So the DJ was so kind. He gave him the 30 bob. So to him, the 30 bob was enough. At least he would use it he would use it for matatu and go past the other dangerous place. So he gets the 30 bob, he goes, gets a matatu, and then the matatu drops him past the other dangerous place. So once he was out of the matatu, for those who don't know matatu, there are those buses, the local buses, like the normal buses. In Kigali, we don't call them matatus, but they are just buses. So when he reached there, Mamino, when he reached there, he was like, I think I'm safe. So he walked because there was still a distance to his place. So he walked. In the middle of the journey, he ran into 3 street boys. They stopped him. They had pangas. Each of them had pangas. A panga, each of them, like not just like real pangas. So they told him, boss, where are you going? Like, oh, I'm going home. Of course, by that time he knew he was in trouble, like super trouble. So he was like, oh, I'm going home. The best thing you can do at that time, be nice, respect, like do not try to be a hero or do not try to show them you know town. Like just listen, be calm and respect. So the guys were like, okay, so you bring whatever you have. It was like, I don't have much. So that time he had this small phone. You see those small phones that were there? Yeah, I think they're still here. So he had that small phone. So he removed the phone and the guy was like, really? That's the phone you have? Like, yes, this is the phone I have. And then they were like, okay, bring the money. Then he was like, I don't have money. They stole my money. Like, boss. They thought he was lying, so they started checking him. Checked, they noticed this guy has no money. One of them got so pissed, like, you're wasting our time. And you know what happened? They slapped him. Why are you wasting our time? How can you be there without money? And why do you have this small phone? So, like, but it's the phone I own, like. So they slapped him for having no money and for having a useless phone, like a cheap phone. And then they realized, now we've stopped this guy and we're going to go back with nothing. How? They told him, now remove your clothes. Like, huh? Remove your clothes, everything. Like, but do you want us to use this? Remove your clothes. The poor thing removed his clothes, like all of his clothes apart from the boxer, plus the shoes, plus the socks, everything. And the guy took everything. And they told him, next time, make sure you walk when you have money on you. So they left him there, standing naked. Now, at that time, it's at 4 in the morning. He walks, so confused, wondering how is he going to get home? How is he going to survive the night? So he started running now. Like, first of all, that time he was living with his brother and his sister. His big brother was a very serious brother. So you cannot show up in the middle of the night, in the middle of in the morning, very naked. So he had to be creative. How am I going to get home? And his sister used to wake up so early in the morning to go to work. So he has to be there before the sister wakes up. So he started running, hoping that, he will find some help. Then as he was heading home, like 2 kilometers to home, there was a petrol station on the side. He decided to go there. Heidi, please. He decided to go there and met the security guy and asked him, boss, I've met thugs. They've taken everything plus my clothes. Would you be having any overall or anything that's called a cloth that you're not using? Kindly. So the guy looked at him. He realized, oh, this is an innocent person. It was just one of those days where, it doesn't end well. So he went, he was like, I don't have much to give you, but I can get you an overall, which is very, very dirty, but I think it can help you get home. And the guy, my husband was so excited. At least he has something to put on before other people meet him and think he's a mad person. So they give him the overall. It was very dirty, torn on one side. He wore it. He was looking like a pure mad person, but hey, he had no choice. He was thankful that he even got that. He ran, he got home. Reaching home, the sister was also waking up. But now he had to enter the house like a ninja so that no one sees that, he's been tortured or he's even coming back in the morning looking like that. Sure, like, how the person left going in the morning and now they're coming back looking like a crazy person. So he enters the house, removes the overall, hide it under the bed, went to bed direct. So he spent a whole week in the house, scared of coming out of the house. Like, he was so traumatized that, Mommy, what is that you're eating? He was so traumatized that he could not feel safe anymore. He stayed in the house for a whole week without going anywhere, just to calm down. And then I realized, like, imagine if it was a lady. That's when they rape you. That's when they do all sorts of things. My goodness. It was a scary moment for him, but again, it is a funny story. And if you think about it now, like, oh my God, that time Nairobi was so dangerous. Like, you could not walk at night alone. You had to be like at least with, I don't know what, a knife on you or something to defend yourself. And you can only defend yourself when it's on one person. But again, you have to be sure with your skills because these guys have nothing to lose. If you try to be a hero, they can easily kill you. So when he told me that story, I laughed. And I was so like, thank God I was not in Kenya that time, because the white take things so lightly. My goodness. I cannot imagine if such a thing happens to me or to any lady. Imagine walking naked at night. Oh God. So anyways, I had to share that with you guys. I'll see you next time on I'll see you next time. Mwah. Bye bye. And my